start it. Hey peeps, before I start the video, I just want to congratulate Aurora Gibbard for winning the drift trike. Appreciate everyone that brought a ticket. Things went very well. I didn't do the whole thing to make money or anything like that. It's just something to, have a bit of fun and try to bring in a few more people for Snail TV. Congratulations for them. You've seen the raffle just there that my son's picked out. Alright, we're live, mate. Here we go, you ready? Alright, if anyone comes on, let's have a look. Yeah, see if anyone comes on. Alright, here we go. There you go, Poppy Mike's watching you.
Alright, come on.
Alright, here we go, you ready? Alright, Adam, yeah, here we go. Alright, hang on, no, not yet, here we go. Alright, Snail TVs, this is the raffle, as you can see. Alright, I'm holding it up. Alright, here we go. You read it out? No, you read it out.
I can't.
Read it out.
I can't.
Alright, hold it up to the camera then.
I can't.
Alright, Gibbard, there we go. Aurora.
Alright, well done, Dad.
Alright, there you go. Thanks, buddy. He was very helpful, he was. He doesn't like doing that sort of stuff. But I didn't want to pull out the stuff myself. So, as I said, if you guys got a problem, take it up with him. Because he'll probably fight you for it. We've been up a few things now, so let's see what we've been up to, eh? First things first, bought myself a little cheap plasma cutter. A real cheap one, just an eBay one, nothing special. So just to get the job done, goes with the TIG and the MIG, so everything comes up good. So it just finishes off the tribe, so I can do everything there, so that's awesome. Next thing, this is the biggest thing, obviously, go-kart. It has a chain. It moves. Yes, it works. So yeah guys, the go-kart actually drives. I have driven it out at the front, but not on the streets yet. So yeah, really happy with that. So that's come up awesome. One bad thing we've got here is unfortunately the corner of the radiator has got a little bit of a leak, and it's right on the end tank, and I can't weld it. I've welded I tried to get it in with the welder, but it just didn't do it. So unfortunately, we've cut the top off and just put a bit of epoxy in there, which has done it. It's nothing's leaking, so that's awesome. It was only a slight drip anyway, and I've just smeared some silicone under there, just so then this is just siliconed back on, just so if it does do it, I'm probably just going to order a new radiator. And unfortunately, and we'll just quickly weld all this stuff back on. But we'll see if it lasts. If it does, it does. We'll go from there. I'll just make sure I keep watch on it. Okay, so that's all good. And dash, we've got the whole dash working now. So we've got I'll just show you. I'll just turn it on. Oh. Here we go. So while it's loading, thanks very much to Ben, aka On Dubs, for getting this thing to work. So I was having troubles with the SD card not recognizing in the laptop. So turns out it just wanted to run into a different Windows. Something that I was stunned for a couple of weeks. But he's actually he worked it out. So yeah, thanks very much, mate. I really appreciate that. You are the best, really. So have got all the new configuration on there. Hopefully this is the one. Otherwise we're waiting for nothing. But we've loaded up all the RPM now. Gone past. There you go. So obviously with the gear selector, water and air temperature, just got a up top there, little reminder, don't fucking die. RPM, was going to calibrate it to like just times by 1,000, but haven't done that yet, so it doesn't matter. Speed, digital speed, battery, boost, oil and fuel. So gear selector, I'm just still working it out at the moment. I've gotten to a couple of gears. I haven't got all the gears yet, but it does select. So to select them, obviously we've got to hold this button down for about 5 seconds, like that, and then you can see it. Change gear slightly. I've got to change the variance at the moment. I haven't got it calibrated. I've only got it 1 volt per gear, which it's not. So yeah, I just made this up really quickly just to make sure it was all working, and it did. So that's awesome. So as I said, and then back to gears, and then we're in gear now. So it's ready to go. So we're going, and that's in neutral. I've just got to get it to go to N for neutral, but everything's working. So I'm real impressed with that. So yeah, once again, thanks very much to Ben for that. He's a genius when it comes to computer stuff. So everything here has been done. The only thing I'm waiting on, I'm going to get some new injectors. Turns out these obviously are way too small for, I'm going to pump some E85 into this thing. And E85 is just, it's a killer when it comes to injector size. So yeah, we'll turn that off at the moment. So yeah, go-kart is ready to drive. I can drive it as is and give it a tune up like now, but I might take it out for a little bit and see how it goes, which is on pump gas. But that's all good for that one. Let's have a look this way. Come this way. All right, now boat updates. Seats out. We're doing stuff. Okay, so thing was with the boat, we had an old ECU on it. Turns out the ECU, another ECU, which was a no-name brand. I'm not going to say it. I don't want to just discriminate the guy too much, but turns out that it just didn't do it. So 5 months of wasting my time and stuff. So it just turns out I just got another EMS, exactly the same as the other ECUs. It took me an hour to wire it up, repin it. Took me another hour to do some settings, and voila, it's all started. It's all running. I'll pop a little video in there of it running as well. The only thing I didn't get was I didn't get to put the alternator on. So I've got a custom belt coming. That'll be here next week, and then we can put the alternator on. Just got to wire that up as well. I'll do that over the weekend. And we have got a new audio source for the speakers. So all the speakers work and they're really loud, but there's just yeah, the interface that I had connecting to the tablet was going through the standard USB connection through a DAC, a digital audio converter, and it just wasn't yeah, nice. So instead of that, I've just got a Bluetooth receiver instead, and that's going to do everything. So that just goes straight to the audio and splits into 6, obviously 3 amplifiers, and yeah, that'll do everything really. So yeah, I've finished wiring that up. I've just got to do the vacuum. I did have the vacuum when I had it started up before, but now I've got a new vacuum source up top there. Up there I'll show in a second. We are going to yeah, just get another just a little vacuum line that I've got to get from the local Sprints. So everything here works, and yeah, so the only thing is now, so what we have to do is I'll show you on the other motor there, is inside here, unfortunately, to run the VTC, VTEC, yes, it will still run VTEC, but the VTC is a variable cam. I can't run that. This ECU will not run it, just because it doesn't have the extra maps. That's the only reason why I went with this other ECU. Yeah, but it just, yeah, it didn't work. So what we're going to do is, what I'll show you from that one over there, is replace one of the cam gears. Okay guys, so this is a K24, exactly the same as that one over there, and you can see the VTC. So as you can see, that the cam gear is different than that one. That there's a standard cam gear here, and the intake cam gear is adjustable. It adjusts by oil pressure with that from that solenoid. I'm not going to get into too much detail about that. You can look that up if you want to look at Honda VTC. So obviously the two camshafts are exactly the same, well, different lobes obviously, but yeah, and they're obviously the intake and exhaust sensor. So now when I'm going to delete this now, I'm not going to run any of the cam sensors, and we are not going to run this cam gear. So what I'm going to do is, off of this engine, is take off this cam gear and put it on this side on the boat. So then they are two just standard cam gears and not adjustable. I don't want it adjustable anymore. I just want a standard cam gear. And then that way I don't need to control it, and it's not going to be advanced and retard while I'm driving. So that's what is the plan for this thing, is to, as I said, to take out the cam gear, the adjustable cam gear, and put that one over there, that the standard cam gear, into this one, so then we don't run the VTC. And that way, then this ECU starts it up now, but it will do funny stuff when I'm driving, because it wants to variant with the oil pressures. It wants to variant the timing, which we need to lock it. So we just run a base timing, and the ECU will now control the timing. So VTC, without going into too much detail, is just an adjustable timing all over the rev range to get the maximum horsepower and torque more when driving. This is a boat, I don't think it's going to need the torque. It's got a lot of power here, big turbo, so yeah, I don't think it's really going to kill me that much. This is pretty much, they call these things without the VTC, they call these the F20s pretty much, which is the S2000 engines, and this is a 2.4, not the 2 litre. So the S2000, I had an S2000 once before, and yeah, it with a turbo that big as well, and yeah, torque wise, I don't think it needs it anyway. So yeah, for a boat, I think we're just gonna leave it off. So yeah, that's the whole idea of this. So then I can run this ECU, keep it basic, just so then obviously when tuning, everything's basic as well. Okay, and also what we've done is obviously alternator. I've had to do a breather out of the fuel filler because I never did a breather on the top, so I thought that was the easiest way. And over here I have put a air temperature sensor. I did not have one. I had a boost press. I don't know why I did it, but I just did. But yeah, so I've changed that as well. So air temperature as well, and the rest of all the goodies that this will read as well. Obviously boost controller and the rest of the stuff. So yeah, that's what we're onto this one. Still haven't finished up the wiring on this little bad boy, but I've tested it last night and everything worked. And yeah, and I've got to go to the parts store, just get a vacuum line to hook into this one here, that port there, and once that's done, then yeah, this thing will be fine for startup. Obviously do the cam gear. As an alternator we'll be doing next week, and yeah, we're pretty much ready. So sussing out a couple other things at the moment, but yeah, let me know what you guys think about the boat. I haven't actually showed much of the boat on the Snail TV, but yeah, this got done last year, about it's about 7-8 months ago, I reckon. So yeah, as you see, Snail do, it says from the side. Yeah, everything looks pretty neat and special on this one. Pretty happy how it's come out. It's a little bit dirty still. All the nice airbrushing. That said, it's still dirty though, but yeah, good mate Ash helped me with help size with the paint on this thing, and good mate Steve helped with the airbrushing. So you both did a good job on this thing. I'd always love this one, so yeah, this was ready to go. So yeah, so we're just gonna get those little bits and pieces done. As we explained, cam gear, alternator, and yeah, and fix up just tidy up a couple of things on the ECU, and also got to wire up the wideband as well. So wideband sensor there, just so then we can tune it. So yeah, everything looks good. As you can see in the video, a bit of smoke coming out. Obviously it wasn't tuned, it was just puffing out smoke. I was puffing out some fuel. Yeah, no biggie, but yeah, pretty stoked that we've gotten this far so far. As I said, the last 5 months has been shocking to this thing. This is why we haven't seen it. It's just because of the ECU, and it's been back and forth with the other I guess company, which is not the EMS, which is another company. So don't worry about this company, this one's a good one. But yeah, that's where we are up to on this boat. So really impressed. And turbo has it on the front. The whole front's going to get changed. We're going to change a couple of things. We had a little bit of a mishap on the front, so we're just going to change up a couple of things. Thinking about doing the front some sort of a black. We'll change it up, but apart from that, everything else has come out really nice. Paintwork's awesome. Yeah, nothing really else to say about this boat. But yeah, let me know if you want to see this thing out in the water soon, because it's pretty much almost ready. So yeah, really happy. Steering wheel all comes off. If you guys want to know any more about it, and this little plug up there, and the wiring comes off as well. Oh, there it is. Turn it on and start it. So that's all. Yeah, all the goodies. Yes, there is a sub on the back. No, I don't care if it gets wet. No, I don't care if it blows up. It is a rebuildable sub. I can replace the cone inside and the voice coil. No worries. So yeah, don't worry about that, guys. So yeah, it's the standard it's the standard shaft. Yes, it needs bungs because it will sink. And you can see the I'll turn this, you can see the steering wheel move when I turn that. Yep, so it's all connected. Yeah, so pump will work, everything will work. Cooler, that the cooler cools it's connected to the intercooler, which connects to this tank here. This tank's just a water tank, water pump. You can see, so it's a full closed loop system on this thing. And you can go back to my very first video that I made was pictures of this thing, building this thing. This is what pretty much started Snail TV, I reckon. So yeah, so water tank in there, and so water pump pumps it out straight out to the intercooler, and then from the intercooler comes out from the arse one and then goes into the cooler, which this is actually going to be dangling in the water, so it's going to be freezing cold, then coming back in straight into the top of the tank again. Radiators, this thing's been hot, it's gotten warm, so hasn't obviously been under massive load, but yeah, it held the temperature, no worries, with the two go-kart radiators there. So there are 3 core go-kart radiator, 12, and dash 10 fittings. Was thinking obviously maybe the dash 10 fittings might be a little bit too small, but so far so good, and temperatures have held. So as I said, we'll see what happens out in the water, but yeah, so far so good. 2 Audi 44 pumps, feeds the fuel tank there. I reckon it's about 30 litres, I reckon, so it's not too much, because we will probably be getting an E85, so it won't be going massive distances, but yeah, and that feeds the rail obviously. Turbo Smart fuel reg, yeah, just all the good stuff where it's needed, you know. So turbo is a GT 4088, I'm pretty sure, turbo, and it's got a big rear on it, 106 rear, I reckon it is, if I can see. I can't bloody see, it's too dark out here. Yeah, I can't see. I can't remember the settings, and you can see by the Z3 manifold design, not sure if I've actually showed any of these guys. So the actual in the Honda manifold, that is the actual manifold coming into a standard flange like that. So all the runners go into one, and then there's my exhaust manifold, just that piece there, that's it. So real small and easy, and obviously the wastegate just comes off it just to bleed the boost, yeah, the excess boost. Yeah, so it's real easy how it is, and yeah, we everything's working though, so pretty impressed. As I said, alternator, which is what I need to get done, but yeah, over and all, I'm real chuffed with this thing. Roll cage was a LC Tirana roll cage, I reckon, and it, yeah, had the right bends, and yeah, made it up to fit. As I said, I'm a fabricator, so I like to use things that have real cheap. I do everything on budget. So battery's just a full river battery, I reckon it is. Same thing, and it's done wonders so far. Amplifiers, fusion amplifiers, front and rear, both fronts. There's no rear speakers here, but yeah, so one amplifier controls the 4 fronts, and the other one controls the 8 here, the like more back ones, and obviously the sub up there. Got an MTX amp, old school MTX in it, an old MTX amp here. This was yeah, my brother's back in the day, and yeah, I think these amps were one of mine's back in the day. I got it off from my old mate, he still had laying around. But speakers are all new, and front speakers are all new as well. So yeah, so it's a, you know, it's a Bitzer as well. It's got parts and pieces of out of everything really, and obviously it's a K24 Z3. It is one of the not as strong as the K24 A2 and A4, but yeah, they still make some good horsepower. Yeah, definitely hoping for around about the 600 horsepower. That's what I should get out of it. That's what they get on these things. I've seen a few of these make them pretty easy, obviously in a car with that size turbo. And with actually the smaller turbo, it was only a 35. A couple of them are all running because obviously a little bit less lag monster. But this thing will should boot. So there you go, have it guys. So there you have it guys. Even the dog's impressed, aren't you buddy? Yeah? Yeah, so Snarldo, that's what this one has. Alright peeps, a few updates there for you. Yeah, so you let me know what you want to see first. The boat or the go-kart out. And I'll try to make that happen for you. Go-kart's probably more ready. I can probably pretty much take that out now. Boat, go-kart, I'm probably, I don't know. I'm pretty much excited about both of them, I reckon. Yeah, this one here was just because I could. Obviously both of them was could. That was the COVID build. When COVID happened last year, the boat was. And the go-kart was because I've always loved Hayabusas. I wanted to build a Hayabusa go-kart. Maybe later on in the future I'll build a Hayabusa motorbike as well. Something pretty quick. But really happy with how this one's turned out. So yeah, let me know what ones you guys want to see happening first. Yeah, obviously this thing here, I've got things happening for this one, so I've got a set of wheels coming for it. I'll show you when they come. Nothing major special, but I just want to get this thing happening. So I've got that, and I've got a 4-link coming as well. It's a kit, build kit. Obviously I've got the diff over here. So diff's ready to go as well. It's an R31 diff. I've got steering rack. I've got everything there ready to go. So yeah, so obviously wheels are coming, so we can. I just want to get this thing rolling. That's what my next motto is on this thing, and then yeah, hopefully in yeah, a couple of months this thing should be ready to do final assembly. Pretty much like take it apart and get it painted. If I can get my good mate to come paint some stuff on this thing. So yeah, that's what my next thing is to do is yeah, get the front steering and suspension all sorted. Suspension's in there obviously, but the steering and obviously the diff setup. So there's nothing there for the diff yet. So 4-link coming. I do have the shocks. Where the hell are they? Oh, so I do have the shocks back here, coilovers, axles, obviously going to have to get shortened, diff, got everything there ready to go, so pretty awesome. So yeah, let me know what you want to see first, guys. I've got a couple more bits and pieces I've got some dash 16 fittings already here. I've got only thing I've got to take the whole cooler out, and so then I can weld up the fittings on here, but it's not really worth it until I sort of take it apart. Yeah, so I've gotten some good feedback about the twin turbo slash supercharged. I do have another couple of little surprises happening. I'll point to where it's sort of happening around there, sort of thing. Just because I sort of can, and because I haven't had that stuff in a while. So yeah, I've got some more stuff coming for it, so just keep watch. But yeah, all in all, what we've got coming first is obviously Hayabusa go-kart and the K24 turbo boat. So alright peeps, I know it's just updates and nothing's exactly driving as yet, but yeah, everything's pretty much ready to go. So I promise you guys, next video, I know Hayabusa won't be 100% ready to go full potential yet, because I need to get source a set of injectors, but unless you guys know where to source a set of Hayabusa injectors from cheap, otherwise I've got to, yeah, source a pair. Yeah, I need something big. These standard are 280cc, I'm pretty sure, and I'm after probably some 600cc, 700cc's in there. I think that should be enough for E85 and the horsepower I'm looking for. Yeah, so once we got that, then we can throw some E85 in there and let it rip pretty much. But yeah, I have I've been pretty busy with the go-kart of getting it happening, and yeah, everything like that. So I'm yeah, pretty happy all in all. No leaks. Radiator's looking pretty good for now, so I'm pretty happy. And obviously no oil leaks and nothing like that, so turbo drain, everything like that, so everything's awesome with that bits. Alright peeps, I'll leave it to that. Just let me know what ones you guys want me to make work, and yeah, we'll go from there. Alright peeps, there you have it. Yeah, not bad at all. We will. Let's go all gears. That neutral, that's the only thing this won't get, unfortunately, so I'll have to take off in a gear, which is fine by me. I'm happy with that. But just when I'm loading, obviously, loading it up, I'll have to, yeah, manually do that. Might have some sort of a lever or something that I make up later on. But yeah, real happy with everything so far. So yeah, everything's working. Stoked. Got a bit of heat into it, and she wants to work.